Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a very different video than I've ever done on this channel before. I'm going to be copying some hairstyles from one of my all-time favorite boho hairstylists on Instagram. So the hairstylist that inspired me to do this video today, her name is Torie Bliss. She's so sweet and so down to earth, and she is a huge fan of fancy hair extensions, which says a lot because this girl has tried so many different brands of hair extensions and she keeps coming back to fancy hair. So I'm really excited to be recreating some of her hairstyles because I think she is so talented, and hopefully I'm going to do her justice because this girl has got some skills. If you're not already following Torie Bliss on Instagram, I highly recommend that you do so because she has the most beautiful boho style and I love her hairstyles. They're all so whimsical, so effortless looking, and she is a braiding queen. I just want to put this out there with you guys to have complete full disclosure. In the 4.5 years that Fancy Hair has been in business, we have never paid one influencer to talk about fancy hair. All of the reviews and all of the before and after transformations that you see on our social media and in my videos, those are all 100% organic reviews. So the fact that Torie is 100% genuinely as obsessed with fancy hair extensions as I am is a huge honor. And with that, I quickly wanted to share with you guys what Torie has said herself about fancy hair extensions and share with you some of the beautiful hairstyles that she created using fancy hair.
Hey you guys, so I just finished styling my fancy hair extensions. It's the first time I've ever used them and I am incredibly impressed. I only have one set in and they are super thick, like all the way from the weft down to the bottom. What I was trying to say was that the extensions are thick from the top to the bottom. Like the ends do not get stringy at all. They stay nice and thick. I can't wait to braid them and style them because they are glorious.
Okay, so since I am a huge fan of Torie myself, what I'm gonna do today is challenge myself to scroll through her Instagram page and pick 3 random hairstyles from her page for me to recreate using my own hair. So what I'm gonna do is just scroll through her page and just take screenshots of whatever speaks to me. Oof, this one is so cute. Okay, I love this one. I'm not sure if I can get it to look this way, but I'm gonna try. I remember this one. This is one of the hairstyles that she created using fancy hair extensions. All right, so I went ahead and picked my 3 photos. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try to recreate them as best as I can. Wish me luck. All right, so the first hairstyle that I'm gonna try to recreate is this beautiful hairstyle that Torie created using her fancy hair extensions. I also clipped in my fancy hair extensions today. That way I have some extra length and volume to work with. I always feel like such a mermaid when I have my fancy hair extensions in. By the way, if you see that I have some like highlights going on throughout my hair, that's because I clipped in some wefts from my mocha brown set and some from my milk chocolate brown set that match my balayage highlights. That way when you blend them in together, it just looks like a really beautiful highlighted effect. Okay, so looking at this photo and trying to deconstruct it, I think she started with a base braid. So what I'm gonna do is toss all my hair back and I'm gonna separate my hair into 2 sections, a top section and a bottom section, and I'm going to make the bottom section of my hair more chunky because it looks like that bottom braid is a lot chunkier than the fishtail. And with the rest of my hair, I'm just going to tie it up so that it's out of my way for now. Okay, so with this bottom section, I'm just going to braid it into a chunky 3-strand braid. So I'm separating this section into 3 strands, and I'm loosely braiding a chunky 3-strand braid. I'm gonna stop braiding right about here so that I have a few inches of loose hair left at the ends. And then I'm gonna go in and gently pull out on the sides of the braid And this is going to give it the illusion of like a chunkier, looser effect. And only pulling out on the very sides of the braid, because if you pull from the middle, you're gonna create gaps in the braid and you don't want that. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how that looks like, guys. I just got a new camera and it connects through this app that I can use on my phone, so I can see exactly what is going on in the back without having to take a picture like I used to do old school style. This is so cool. And this way I can make sure that my braids are always on point. All right, so I'm pretty happy with how the bottom braid looks right now. So what I'm going to do is release the hair from the top and separate it into 2 sections. So to me, when I look at this photo of Torie, first of all, it looks like she has some loose face framing pieces in front. So I'm gonna mimic that and leave some loose face framing pieces in front as well. And it also looks like these sections that she used in the fishtail braid were either twisted or braided up here. So what I'm going to do is create kind of like a French twist. So what I'm gonna do is take a small section of hair that is close to my face and twist it upwards and away from my face. And every couple of twists, I'm just going to add in hair into this section and continue to twist. And that's going to give it a very similar effect to what Torie has in her braid. And I'm going to keep doing this until I run out of hair to add into this twist. And once that happens, I'm just going to take a little alligator clip like that and just clip it so that it doesn't go anywhere. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, so now that I have my 2 twisted sections, I'm going to undo this alligator clip here. And then I'm gonna hold on to this section and gently pull out on the twist to loosen it up a little bit. And now I'm gonna start fishtail braiding. So to fishtail, I'm gonna take a small strand of hair from the outside of one of the sections, cross it over the front of that section and combine it with the opposite section. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. So take a small strand of hair from the outside of that section, cross it over and combine it with the opposite section. And I'm just going to go ahead and repeat these steps until I get all the way to the end of the braid. Okay, now that I've got almost to the ends, what I'm going to do is gently pull out on the sides of the fishtail braid to loosen it up. And I do this before tying the braid because with the fishtail you lose so much length at the ends. So if you tie it before doing this, the ends usually just unravel and becomes a hot mess. Okay, now I'm going to take an elastic and tie the ends together like this. All right, so now that I have my fishtail braid, what I'm gonna do is tuck it into the braid underneath because that's what it looks like Torie did. I'm gonna just weave it through like this, and I'm going to secure it to the underside of the bottom braid with a couple of bobby pins. So I'm not a huge fan of what's happening at the end, so what I'm gonna do is tie an elastic around this part of the braid and unravel the end so that everything kind of blends together. And another thing I'm going to do is take a section of hair from the loose hair that's left under the braid and just wrap it around the hair elastic to cover up that elastic and then pin it with a bobby pin or 2. Okay, so this is my attempt to recreate the first hairstyle by Torie. Do you think boho queen Torie would be proud? That is the question. Okay, on to the second hairstyle. Now, the second hairstyle, I think I know how she achieved that. The top braid looks like it's just an inverted fishtail braid. I'm not just sure how she made that bun look so fluffy and perfect. Girl, you're gonna have to come to Toronto and show me how you do this magic. But I'm gonna do my best to recreate this and see how it goes. All right, so what I'm going to do is start from one side. I think she did it on one side. The problem is I can't really tell from this picture if she started the braid from the opposite side or she just kind of did like a one-sided situation. So I'm just gonna take a guess and assume that she did it on one side. So here we go. So I'm gonna take a chunk of hair from this side, and I'm making sure that I'm incorporating some of the hair from my fancy hair extensions. That way the braid will be long enough to reach the back of my head. And it looks like she left out some face framing pieces, so that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna put that in the back for now. Yeah, I think that's gonna look pretty. Okay, let's start braiding. So I'm going to separate the section into two and try to make sure that both of them are the same length, so both have the hair extensions incorporated into them. And to braid an inverted fishtail braid, it's essentially the same thing as a fishtail, except instead of taking a strand of hair from the outside of each section and braiding over and combining with the opposite, you're going to take a small strand from the inside of each section and cross it under and combine it with the opposite section. So I'm going to do the same thing with this section. So taking a small strand, taking it over and under, and again taking a small strand, taking it over and under. Okay, now that I'm doing this, it looks like she started way higher. So I'm going to undo this part. I'm just going to clip this hair away so it's out of my face, and I'm going to start higher. So I think what she did was actually a French fishtail and an inverted French fishtail, which is even more complicated. What I did was take a small section from the top of my head. All of this hair that is hanging loose, that's the hair that I'm going to be incorporating into the French inverted fishtail braid. So this is the section that I'm going to separate into two, and then I'm going to take a small section from the inside, cross it over, and when I cross it over, I'm also going to incorporate a section of hair from that loose hair and cross it under and combine it with the opposite section. So again, I'm going to take a small strand of hair from the inside of this section here, grab a chunk of hair from the loose hair, take it under and combine it with the opposite section. Wow, I think I totally screwed up. Girl, how did you do this? Scratch that again. Oh my god, this is such a disaster. I thought I was pretty good at doing hair. I think I'm going to go with my original plan and just go with a regular inverted fishtail and not do the French part, because that's just screwing me up royally. And I think what I'm gonna do is just incorporate this loose hair into the braid when I get there, basically. All right, so let's do this again. I don't even know if I'm fishtail braiding in the inverted way properly. Maybe that's the whole issue. You know what? I think I'm just going to do a regular fishtail braid. Sorry guys, I didn't think that this was gonna be so hard. Tori's gonna laugh at me so hard when she sees this. Girl, seriously, get on a freaking plane and come to Toronto and help me with this. Okay, so I got to the loose hair here. So what I'm gonna do is just separate it into two and combine it into each section that I'm working with now. And then I'm just gonna continue braiding a regular fishtail braid. Okay, this is looking way better. So I'm gonna stop here before it gets too tight. And what I'm gonna do is pull out on the sides of the fishtail braid to loosen it up and kind of give it the effect of the braid in the photo. I'm gonna stop here and do the exact same thing. So I'm pulling out on the sides of the braid. Try not to pull so hard like I do. Okay, so I'm done my braid. I just released all of the hair that I clipped back, and I'm gonna try to recreate that flower that she has, although I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. So I'm gonna take this hair to the back and I'm gonna turn around so you can see what I'm doing, even though I don't know what I'm doing. So I think she like put it into like some kind of a flower like this. You know what? I think she also like picked up hair from here to kind of incorporate into the braid so it would be chunkier. I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but whatever. Let's try. I'm gonna try just to do like a messy flower and pin it and see what happens. Oh god, this is gonna be a disaster. Okay, I need to see what's going on. Actually, that's not that bad. Let's see if I pull it apart a little bit, if it's gonna look more fluffy. That's not too bad. I'm just gonna pin these pieces here because I went a little bit too overboard when pulling those out. I'm just gonna pin them behind the braid so you can't see them. Anyway, that is my best attempt. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like it? Would you try this? Okay, so this next hairstyle, I honestly have no idea how she did. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself because my version is probably gonna look nothing like this, but it's so beautiful that I just wanted to give it a try. Oh, damn. If I'm deconstructing this, it looks like she first braided the hair to create kind of like a braid going across the head, and then she took sections from the loose hair and kind of weaved it into the braid. I could be totally wrong, but oh my God. I'm just gonna give it a try. I'm gonna go for it. Hope for the best. Okay, so I'm gonna leave out some face framing pieces, and I'm gonna start on my right side. And is this another fishtail braid? Girl, if this is another fishtail braid, I'm gonna die. Okay, I'm just gonna do a regular braid. Oh my God, I'm already failing. My fingers are hurting from braiding, okay? So I'm going to do a regular 3-strand braid here just because. So I just took a section from the front and I'm just braiding it like this. Super quick and easy. Probably not what Torie did at all, but YOLO. All right, and now I'm gonna pull out on the sides of the braid. I really don't know if she did this or not because I can't even really see the braid, but I'm just winging it. Hopefully it's going to look something like the picture. Ow, that was my funny bone. Okay, I'm gonna tie an elastic around the end of the braid. It kind of looks like the hair on the other side is pulled back somehow too. I think it looks like it's kind of just loosely twisted. So let's see how that's gonna work. I'm just gonna loosely twist this section and combine it with the braid in the back and kind of like tie them together off center. Tie it together with the braid. Okay, now I'm gonna pull out on this twist a little bit just to loosen it up. And I'm gonna remove that little hair elastic that I used for the braid. Okay, so this is what I think she did. I think she took like big chunky sections of hair from the loose hair and kind of went over and weaved them through the braid, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to take a bobby pin and pin this down so that it doesn't go anywhere. That kind of looks right, no? And I'm gonna do that again with another section. Make this one a little bit looser. And then I'm gonna take another section from here, twist it and weave it in this way. I think I'm pretty happy with that. It doesn't look exactly like Torie's. I also think that she kind of sideswept the hair to one side, but I kind of like how it looks like when you leave it down. That is the third hairstyle. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I actually really like how this braid is peeking through the little wraparound portions. It looks really cute. Okay guys, so if you made it to the end of this video, I have a super exciting announcement to make. I actually partnered up with Torie to do a very, very special giveaway just for you guys. So one lucky winner is going to win everything that you see in this photo right here. You're gonna win a full set of fancy hair extensions in your choice of weight and color, which is up to a $220 value. You're gonna win this beautiful hat so you can put your own boho spin on your hairstyles, and you're gonna win this set of beautiful dainty boho bracelets. Pretty much everything you need to create your perfect boho hairstyle. If you're not into wearing bracelets, you can also use them to accessorize your hair. You can use them as little hair accessories, weave them into your braids, whatever it is you want to do. You can make it look super cute and dainty and personalized that way. Basically, we're hooking you up with everything you could possibly need to recreate these beautiful hairstyles. So to enter this giveaway, all you need to do is be following Torie on her Instagram. You need to follow my personal Instagram and also follow the Get Fancy Hair Instagram account. I'm gonna leave everything on the screen here and also down below in my description box. This giveaway is open internationally, and the rest of the instructions are going to be included in the caption of this photo, which will be posted across all 3 Instagram pages. So just make sure that you find this photo either on my page, on Torie's page, or the Get Fancy Hair page. Follow all the instructions, and then you're going to be entered into the giveaway. This giveaway is only open for 3 days, so we are going to be selecting a winner 3 days from today, and all other information will be covered in the description box below. So if you have any questions about the giveaway, make sure that you read the description box of this video, and also Holy shit. And also read the caption under this Instagram photo that is going to be posted on all of our pages. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below how you think I did. Do you think I did a good job at trying to recreate Torie's hairstyles, or did I completely suck? And if you liked this kind of video and want to see more of me trying to recreate different hairstyles from other popular Instagrammers or maybe YouTubers, let me know in the comments below. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next one.